Hospital efficiency. Our rangers will move here and the refugees will follow. We have an outbreak on the 10 and we are on 10, so we are down to 5. Draw a card, and it's player's choice, which it is anyway because of Agent Right. And I want to have the outbreak far, far away, let's say suburbs or highway. On the suburbs track. Play this card. It's the Queen, Wilson screams. She's summoning her Zeds. I hear her inside me. He collapses, moaning, clutching his head. Draw another fate card. Draw another fate card. It shows a forest track and place a new drawn randomly Z unit on any chaos space on that track. In the forest track, well, no. If there is no such space, increase the infection level by 2 instead, because we don't have any chaos space on the forest track. So this card is done, and we drew the infected vermin. That's the infected vermin marker. It goes on the infection track, and we will raise infection by 1 at the start of any Zeds phase, and it needs 2 actions to remove. Damn rats. Okay, where were we at outbreak? We consume supplies on a 4. We only have 3 healthy civilians, so no. We move the Zeds on the suburbs track into the university, and we move the Zeds on the tunnel track. So let's see if these guys move. They do. Wow, this is oh wait, at the start of the Zeds movement phase, so we moved up now for the infected vermin, and this is the movement, the infection for this hand-to-hand combat. They are equal, with a barricade is on the 1/2. And I am allowed to re-roll. I will not re-roll this, okay? The 1/2 and a 4 is 4 damage to this set unit. Wow! And they go from 5 to 1. That was great, Sheriff. And the next movement would be these guys. Let's see if they move at all. They move up here. And we have 4 actions now. This turn, during your action phase, healing actions automatically succeed. Well, I don't see any healing actions in this turn. But I still see the need of a lot of ammunition. Okay. For my first action, I move Sheriff Hunt and I move him 1, 2, 3, 4. He's giving order to the civilians to forage. Yes, they find supplies. Then for my second action, I will move the green diamonds down here. And for my next action, I will move the strength 4 civilians down here. And for my last actions, the Green Diamond security guards forage for ammunition, and they find 1. Let's see at my cards. Let's have a look. Nope, nothing I can use. Brains card, the brains card. Okay, first we count the number of chaos markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 2 raises our infection level by 3, so just say up to the maximum. And then each Zed unit advances 1 space, and if they win a fight and got another target, they will continue moving. We start at the forest track again, no Zeds here. We start here, these guys move over there, this removes the barricade. Then these guys move over here, remove this barricade, and unfortunately eat our pure refugees. Which increases our infection level, which is already at 10. Refugees, bye-bye. Let's see if these guys move. 6, no, they're lost. And they are lost on square number 4, but there's no space for 2 units, so I think they'll go down here. And they move here. And this mob will move here and leave a chaos marker. That's the brains card. Now it's too late for refugee movements. Let me see if I want to move my rangers. No, I don't want to move them. We got an outbreak on a 9, which is an outbreak. And the outbreak is in the suburbs or anywhere I want to have them because of Special Agent Wright, which we haven't moved a lot this game yet. And let's have the outbreak. On the mountain track. There's nothing in the rule book, I think, that says if you're allowed to look at the Zeds unit drawn before you choose where to place it, but I usually choose my place and then draw a unit and let me surprise by how strong it is. And our bridge collapses. Play this card. Place the collapsed bridged marker on the bridge space, and at the moment no friendly unit can enter this space. You can spend 1 action to activate the ferry, and then it's at least easier to move over this space. That's the bridge. That was our outbreak. We have consumed supplies on a 3. Yes, we still got 3 healthy units, so we consumed supplies. And at the beginning of the Zeds phase, we have the infected vermin spreading infection. And we have movement on the highway here, which leads to chaos. We have movement on the forest track. And at the beginning, oh that's nice, at the beginning of your action phase, check the nuclear plant space. So it's the card is called nuclear meltdown. Any units, players or Z located there retreat. Zip. And they take 2 hits. Where are my damage markers? Here. That's great. And unfortunately no unit at all may enter the nuclear plant space for the remainder of that turn. I'd like to have gun there and build a barricade, but well. 3 actions. One action is the Rangers unit shooting at that Zeds. 9 on the 5 table. That should be enough. That's 3 hits. They can only take 2 more, so they are gone. The Green Diamond security guards will forage here and they'll find 2 ammunition. That's cool. And I think... no, they won't use it. Oh, the sheriff is close enough to town, but there are no civilians, okay. So he cannot give orders. So I think it's really about time to move a scientist in the laboratory. So, next event. Another brains card. Okay, let's count our chaos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Divided by 2 rounded up is 5, so 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Fine. And then we have movement on all tracks. No Zeds here, Z movement here, Z movement here. Let's roll for these Zeds. They move. They move. They move, increase infection by 1. And they attack in hand-to-hand combat on the less than table, reduced to the 1/3 table because of the barricade. And they roll a 4 and kill themselves because they take 5 hits. Bye-bye. Let's see if these guys move. The strength 1 unit. It does move into this space. Okay, it's getting better in the tunnel track. But not much better in the suburbs track. And this was our full Zeds movement. And we draw another event card, which is the mine explosion. We got... let me see, do I want to move the Rangers? Yes, I have to move them. And I will also move the refugees, of course. And there's no outbreak, there's no consume supplies. The rats won't increase the infection over 10, so they just stay there. And we have Z movement on the mountain track. Chaos. And we have Z movement on the suburbs track. Man, this was so clean, empty. And now it's full of chaos again. And I need lots of ammunition to fight these guys. Whoa! That can end the game pretty soon. Okay, then the mine explosion effect. At the beginning of your action phase, check the mine space. There's no one there, so there's no effect. We have 3 actions. And of course, Sheriff Hunt will take at least 2 actions to shoot at the Zed mob here. First action using an ammo, and he's shooting on the 5. Okay, well, the 3 on the 5 table is at least one hit. And we'll apply it to this. Where are we going to? From 8 to 4, yes, to this. Okay, how about just another shot? A 10, that's better. A 10 is 3 hits, which I'll play 2 here, and well, the 3rd here. That's better. And then we have one more action left, and I'll have to forage for ammunition. And we find nothing. Maybe I should have placed the explosives. Well, next turn, if I survive. Dr. Matthews, the mysterious. Let me see, we don't have any movement on the mountain track, so the rangers will stay there. Refugees cannot move. We got no outbreak, we got no consumed supplies. But since Matthews is not under arrest at the beginning of the Zeds phase, if Dr. Matthews is active, draw one new Zeds unit and place it in Dr. Matthews' current location. Here. And if Dr. Matthews is not arrested by the end of your action phase, this turn insert this card back into the middle of the deck. I don't think this will happen, so I'll just put him somewhere here in the middle, back. And I keep forgetting to look at the card. It's too... we haven't finished the card yet. My mistake. Maybe I'm nervous. We have movement. We have movement on the suburbs track. The Zed mob. You moves into Sheriff Hunt's space. They attack on a greater than table, reduced by 2 because we're on the town space. So on the less than. With a 5. And no, I can reroll this, but I won't do this. And so they retreat and take 2 damage. I'll apply the 2 damage here. And Sheriff Hunt takes 1 hit, which he can cancel because he is tough. He can cancel it on a 4, 5, 6. Nope, that's bad. That's bad. Then we have movement on the forest track, no Zeds here, and movement on the tunnel track. Strength 1 is moving here, and I roll for these. On a 3 they move. Okay, and now we have 2 actions, and I'll place the card in the middle of the deck. Ammunition is our problem. Ammunition is the problem. So, I think I have to move. I'll move the civilians unit down here. Just that Sheriff Hunt can give order to forage. Yep, and they forage for supplies. They find some supplies, and the Green Dam security guards will forage too. They find nothing, no ammunition. And let me see if and when I want to place my explosive marker, which I have here. It's only a hero unit can place it. And no, I don't see a need of it for it right now. Okay, so next turn. We have raiders, rangers, refugees. The rangers will not move. Nope, but the refugees will move. And we have an outbreak on 9+. In the mountains or wherever we want to have it. Interesting. Where's the movement this time? It's on the highway and forest track. Okay, no outbreak here, none here. I want to clear this space to get Dr. Matus. No outbreak here. And no outbreak. Okay. I'll have the outbreak happen on the forest track on the farm space. Hold this card during the action phase to play this card during the action phase to re-enter a removed refugees or VIP unit onto a random starting space. That's cool. And that was the outbreak. Then we consume supplies on the 6+. No, at the beginning of the Zeds phase, the infected vermin move 1 up. And we have movement. If and when eliminated this turn, each civilians or special civilians unit is replaced by a new randomly drawn Zeds unit. Don't think this will happen. We have a movement on the highway track and movement on the forest track, and of course these guys leave a marker here. I think, just in case you wonder what I'm doing here, I don't have any ammunition, so I hope if I move the civilians and the rangers here with their strength of 4 and 5 and a shift down by 2, they may fight off these guys, and maybe I can move right here, Special Agent right, because she has she can shoot with a +2. This is kind of the plan. And now we have 4 actions. 4 actions. And I'll play the card, radio station made operational. And I can replace a refugee unit that was out of the game at a randomly drawn starting space where Zeds are weakest, which is the forest track 5 or the tunnel track. Oh no, it's here, it's on the suburbs. We only have a strength of 3. But this is also in effect. Zeds mutate a super toxic stench. Place the Zeds stench marker on the farthest, strongest if tied Zeds unit from town center. Where's the stench marker? It is here. Farthest away. That would be here on 4. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Let me continue reading this. After it moved during it's moved during a Zeds phase, and if it did not conduct a hand-to-hand fight during that move, it will instead make a gunfire attack against all adjacent non-Zeds unit. Doesn't look good for our green diamond security guards. Okay, now we have 4 actions. The civilians will forage on order of Sheriff Hunt and they'll find ammunition. That's good. These civilians will retreat down here. We need more ammunition. More ammunition, more. Okay, so we forage again. The green diamonds forage for ammunition. And should I keep this or not? Okay, it's a 1. Then let's see if we can increase research. AG will research on a 5+. She can roll 2 dice. Yes, she did it. Maybe we get the super weapon this game. That would be great. That would be super. And yep, I will move Agent Wright up here. Okay. A hero arrives. That's cool if you bring some ammunition. We have Raiders, Rangers, Refugees. The Rangers will not... Well, I can move them. I don't think I will attack here. The Refugees, I will move here and place them in the Refugees camp. Oh, and this increases infection by 1. An outbreak on a 10? No. Consume supplies on a 4? Not at all. And the Zeds phase. The rats, the vermin will increase our infection. And we have movement on the highway track. We have movement on the forest track. Uh-oh. And we got movement on the tunnel track. Let's see if this unit moves. Nope, they get lost in space number 1. Oh, come on. Okay, it's only strength 1. And now it's getting really tough because the set stench movement unit will move over there and they will fire on the 4 table because they have the set stench marker. They make a gunfire attack. So, and nothing protects the security guards. And they take no hit. Okay, don't give guns to Zeds, they cannot handle them. And now at the beginning of my 3 actions, I can place another hero, and I know exactly who I want. I want Mr. Johnson, for the only one reason that he will come with 1 supply and 2 ammo. And a marker here. And he's a good shooter, and he's a good scavenger. So that's Mr. Johnson. And now I have 3 actions. As my first action, I want to place the explosive marker. Wait a second. The marker remains suspended since enters unit. At that time, remove the marker. Roll. Okay. As my first action, I'll place the explosive marker here. That's the explosive card. Then, for my next action, I'll use 1 ammunition, and the green diamond security guards have to fire at the strength 4 stench Zeds. On a 6 on the 4 is only 1 hit. Oh, by the way, wouldn't it be great to have these guys reduced to 3? Only need 1 more hit. So the civilians will shoot at these Zeds on a 6. Just what we had, 1 hit, but that's enough to turn them over to 3. So I'm not scared anymore. And again, Sheriff Hunt can ask the civilians to forage, and they find nothing. Toxic Zeds. It's getting better and better. Rangers, refugees. The Rangers stay there. They're in a good position. We have an outbreak on the 9+, so no outbreak. We consume supplies, yes. And we have Zeds unit and increase our infection. But I wish we had these 2 actions to remove the vermin marker. And then we have 2 movements on the highway track. Now this is getting interesting, because we're having the first move here, which increases the infection. That's a hand-to-hand combat on the less than table, but reduced by 2 because the unit is in the town, in a town center. So 1/3. 5 hits and dead. That's cool. So the second movement doesn't happen. But if at the end of the action phase the nuclear power plant is Zeds controlled, place the toxic marker on 1 random Zeds unit on the highway track. Well, that doesn't matter, because we don't have a Zeds unit there. Then we have 3 actions. Three actions. So the free action, as usual, is ordering the civilians to forage. No. They are too scared to forage. The next action... Okay, the green diamond security guards here will shoot at the strength 4 Zeds. Come on. They are losers. Okay, this is 1 hit. And for 1 more action, Carter will move up here and remove the chaos marker. Infection would increase, but it's already at 10. Oh wow, I just forgot we got we got this strength 1 unit here. Maybe we just have to move someone here for a hand-to-hand combat if they move in there. Okay, let's see what happens next. Okay, the hunting lodge. I will not move the rangers. There's no outbreak, there's no consumed supplies. We have a Z movement on the mountain track. They are getting closer. And 4 actions. If a friendly unit ends the action phase in the campground space. Haha. I don't think so. We would get some ammo. But we have 4 actions. Wait, wrong pile. Four actions. First action, Carter moves here and removes the chaos marker. I know the chaos markers are removed at the end of the game, and I know why, but I won't travel through this right now, so I think it's okay. These civilians will move down here. And maybe we can, you know what, 2 actions to remove the vermin. They really get annoying. Next event. Wow, now it's getting interesting. Okay, rangers, I will not move the rangers, but they're going to be attacked twice. We have an outbreak on the 10, which is an outbreak. And now we don't have a choice because right is not, wait a second, does she have to be in town center? Yes. It's on a suburbs track. Ouch! So we'll add another unit here. Okay, it's only strength 2, so strength 5 in total. And this is a grim determination at last stand, which I can play after the resolution of any one combat when I'm defending. That was the outbreak. We consume supplies, yes. And now we have 2 movements on the mountain track. And this could be over pretty soon. First movement here for a hand-to-hand combat. We are greater, the Zeds are greater. This is shifted down by 2 because attacking a town space, and the rangers get another shift down when attacked, so it's on a 1/2 on a 5. That's great. 3 hits to the Zeds and they retreat, and now here comes the second movement and another infection, and of course this time we're rolling on a 1/3 table with a 5, and this kills these guys. So at least this plan kind of worked, and yeah. Now, if at the end of your action phase the mind space is Zed's control, which it will be, so we'll read this one later, we have 4 actions. For 1 action, I move Carter 1, 2, 3, 4 up here, and he'll unload his truck, and he will give us 6 supply, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 ammunition. 4. Okay, I think we really have to shoot. We really have to shoot these guys. But the problem is Sheriff Hunt is only at strength 3, which is not much. Okay, let's do it a different way. I'm gonna move the civilians down here. I will, for one more action, shoot with the green diamond security guards at these Zeds. Maybe this time they roll a bit higher. Yes, 11 on a 4. That's 3 hits. They already have 2, so they're turned over and keep their 2. So I'm not afraid anymore of a hand-to-hand combat. And for the last action, I'll spend a supply for a research on a 5+ with AG. Yes, we're researching and we're increasing 1 level. So at the end of your action phase, if the mind space is Zeds controlled, which it is, place a tough marker on 1 randomly Z unit on the mountains track. There is none. So I just counted the cards and I think we're a bit over the half of the event deck. And maybe I'll stop after a few turns and continue tomorrow and maybe just cut this together and post it. Whatever, let's see. Let's keep going. We have Rangers, Raiders, Refugees. The Raiders, they will move up to the campground, remove the chaos and increase our infection. We have an outbreak on a 9+, so no outbreak, we consume no supplies. And the Zeds, now it's getting really interesting, the Zeds move on the forest track. So first they move in here and trigger the explosives. And the explosives, you roll a d6 and deal that amount of damage to the unit. 3. So this flips them over. This is what I wanted. Explosives are gone. And now we have a hand-to-hand combat here, which increases our infection. It is less than and reduced to the 1/3. 7. This is another 3 hits to the Zeds unit. That was easy. Haha. Okay. And movement on the tunnel track. Now, this is getting interesting too. Let's see. The strength 1 unit moves into the town space, not town center, increases the infection, and he will fight against Mr. Johnson on a 1/3. He's already on 1/3. 1 against strength 1 against strength 3. Ooh, 11 on a 1/3. That's not good. Well, this is 2 hits for the unit, which will die. But 1 hit for Johnson, unfortunately, and I don't think he has anything that saves him. No. Maybe it's time for a healing action, I don't know. Okay, the next move on the tunnel track are these Zeds with the Z stench marker. Let's see if they move at all. Oh, they get lost. To space number 2. Okay, so they move here. Move to the green diamond security guard and they'll attack. They are already half, 2 against 4, which is going down to 1/3 because of the barricade. So and on a 4 they take 5 hits, which kills them. So our moves are getting better. We're cleaning up here. Wow, except for the forest track, for the suburbs track, it's looking better. It's really getting better. That was the Zeds movement. Talking of getting better, leaping lizards. At the end of the action phase, placed the leapers units. Okay, we'll do that after our action phase. We got 3 actions. I would have loved to go down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. to get Dr. Matus, but the lizards will be placed there, so that doesn't make any sense. So let's first activate Sheriff Hunt for his free action to let the civilians look for nothing. I think he will, let me see, I'll move Sheriff Hunt, but I don't know where. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Nah, 1, 2. Let's place him here. For the next action, I'll move right here, and she will take our last ammunition and shoot at the Zeds. She's having crack shot, so she gets a +2 shift, so she rolls on the 6 table. 8 on a 6 is 3 hits. And I'll apply the 3 hits to this unit. Okay, that was our 3 actions. And now, if Dr. Matus is active, which he is, Dr. Matus' current location. So we place the leapers on Dr. Matus' current location. Let's see how we can stop them. They will leap here and then we can shoot at them, hopefully. Okay, Rangers. I will move the Rangers over here and they remove Chaos. We have an outbreak on an 8+. We are on 10, so we go down to 5. And the outbreak will be at the mountain track. Oh, we forgot to move our refugees down here. All the time we forgot that. On the mountain track, an outbreak. That'll be here. Yeah, strength 8. And we have the living dead. The cemetery at St. Thomas has come alive. From the Zeds Corps, select any combination of Zeds units whose total fighting value is at least equal to the current infection level and place them at St. Thomas Village Space. Wow, this is a unit with strength 5. Let me look for one. 5. And this will be placed right here and triggers a hand-to-hand combat, which raises the infection by 1. And they are double, shifted down to equal because of the barricade here. Let's see what happens. 4. 4 is 3 hits and they retreat. I like that. Now they're down to 3. This was the special event, and now we have movement on the highway track, which has no Zeds, and on the tunnel track, oops, with leapers. Let's see if the leapers leap at all. Yes. Jump. They jump over here. No good. And then we have 2 actions. The leapers can become a problem. Okay, Sheriff Hunt asked the civilians to forage for another supply. then one thing we really have to do is spend 2 supplies and build a barricade here. And I think I will use Wilson's premonition, the second one, to look at the top card. And this would be a movement in the tunnel track. This would bring the leapers closer, and I don't want to have this. So I'm going to place it underneath the top card. Still 1 action left. Still 1 action left. I don't know if I should search for the super weapon or for ammunition. But a super weapon without ammunition is useless. Or move the civilians in here and build a barricade. That would also be cool. Okay. Next action, the civilians move here. That's it. Next event. The Rangers. No, they will not move, and we have refugees, which I keep forgetting all the time. We have an outbreak on the 10, we don't have an outbreak. At the beginning of the outbreak phase, increase infection level by an amount equal to the number of units in the hospital area. This is 1, 2, 3, 5, so we are at 10, and then we of course have an outbreak. So, we have an outbreak in the forest. And we have a strength 5 unit on this chaos space. Play this card. Immediately remove from play 1 hero unit in the game, maintaining its current condition. This is rampant paranoia. I don't have any more need for Wilson at the moment. I can return him because he's removed by the card, so let's see. That was Wilson. That was our outbreak. Wait. Oh, we go down to 5, of course. We consume supplies on a 2+. Hey, and we have 3 healthy units, so we consume supplies. And the Zeds move on the mountain track. Mountain track. Infection, hand-to-hand combat. They are greater than. The barricade moves them down to less than, and the Rangers get an additional shift down, which is 1/2 on a 7. This is 3 hits to this unit. They go down to 6. And now we have 4 actions. I'm just looking for a way to kill these leapers within 4 actions, but I don't know how. Because we need ammunition. Ammunition. Okay, maybe the civilians can find some, because Sheriff Hunt will give the order. Hey, by request. And I'll just have the Green Diamond security guards talk slower. Forage again. And they find another ammunition. So this will be 2 shots at the leapers, which I'm going to do now. First action, first shot. The green diamonds shoot at the leapers. On the 4 table, 5, this is 1 hit. This is not enough. And another action, another ammunition. An 8 is 2 hits. So the leapers are down to strength 2. And for our next action and 1 supply, we're going to research, and we need a 5+. Wow, double. Isn't there something like when you roll a double on research, you get both? Okay, I had to pause and look up in the rules. There's no bonus when rolling a double on research. Unfortunately, that would be our super weapon. So that was our 4 actions. I just can't stop. I wanted to be in bed like an hour ago, but that's the fun part of the game. You just can't stop. Berserk Hero. Immediately select one hero unit and play for the entire turn. That hero receives +2 shift when attacking and -2 when defending. And it's a hero unit. Okay, I'll choose... What is our strongest hero here? I'll choose Sheriff Hunt. 1, 2, 3. Because I have a plan. We have Rangers movement. They're good there, where they are. We have Refugees movement. We have an outbreak on an 8+. We are on 6. We consume supplies on 5. No, no, no. And we have Zeds movement on the suburbs track. Ooh, well, this was supposed to happen. Infection rises by 1. We are on the equal table, 4 against 4. Moving down 2 spaces, 2 columns for the 1/2 because we're in a town space. On a 6. This is 3 hits for the Zeds and 1 for Agent Wright, which we cannot... No, there's nothing we can do against it. So they return, get 3 hits. I remove these guys, and Wright is reduced to 2, strength 2. And we have movement in the tunnel track. The leapers, let's see if they leap. They leap here. Okay. That's it. We have 4 actions. And for our first action, our Berserk Hunter, not Hunter, Sheriff Hunt, 1, 2, 3, will move into hand-to-hand combat with the Leapers. He is greater than, and because he is the Berserk hero, he gets another +2. This goes on a triple. So, a hand-to-hand combat. Wait, unbelievable, but I have martial arts and he's allowed to reroll. So he will reroll, and he will reroll 10 on the triple, which is 4 hits, and the Leapers retreat. So 4 hits already kills them. Okay, this one worked. And now we can continue working on our super weapon. AG wants to not forage, research, and she needs a 5+. Here we go. We're here and we found the super weapon. That's great. That's fantastic. So, for one action, the security guards want to forage for ammunition, and they don't find anything. So I think they will move for another action. They will move here to this space and remove the chaos marker.